Jim Romer with a commodities summary and how weather is affecting global markets, August 12th through the 14th. This is prior to the big USDA crop report on this Thursday. So take everything with a grain of salt, as there'll be volatility in grains throughout the rest of the summer. Our subscribers to Weather Wealth, what have we really caught here over the last couple of months? Clients, they took this advice and made $1,000 a contract. Long spring wheat in the global droughts in Russia, Canada, and the United States the last few months. Long natural gas till recently. What's my advice right now? You'll have to subscribe. But we recommended probably the top of this market last week because of lack of hurricanes in the Gulf. And we're getting into a shoulder month here pretty soon. But come winter, things could be very, very exciting. Long the ETF Joe from last winter and catching all this volatility in the market over the last couple of months with frost scares and droughts. What's going to happen in the weeks and months ahead? Stay tuned. Sugar. The South American crop really hurt in Brazil from frost and droughts. We've been on top of that. We recommended a couple of weeks ago sugar up about 8 to 10% for our clients. A lot going on around the world right now. It's certainly a roller coaster in the grain market, but not so for spring wheat. The spring wheat crop has been hurt throughout the country. We broke through resistance about a month ago in spring wheat, but that could be a buying rumor, selling fact situation, though the droughts are continuing to be a problem in much of Russia and also parts of the northern plains and Canada. But look at this moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest, the Western Corn Belt. How is that going to impact corn and soybean prices throughout the rest of the summer? Is Chinese demand going to offset any increase in rainfall in the Midwest as the drought begins to ease? Once again, we invite you to a free trial of Weather Wealth if you have not had one already. One of the things about corn and soybean production here, less than 30 to 35% has been affected by drought. It's mainly been the spring wheat areas, and that's created all sorts of volatility in the corn market. Look at this over the last few weeks or so, the volatility in corn, first on the drought, higher prices, and then, of course, the bullish crop report, planting acres in late June, and then all the volatility back and forth and confusion over the grain belt weather. One thing that we had not been confused about is natural gas. Caught this whole move up for our clients over the last couple months. Sorry, I'm in the picture here. Zoom does not let me get out of the way. The hot weather returns next week to the Midwest and the East, but is it enough to rally natural gas as we're already pretty highly priced? And we've had a big long position in the market, as well as potential lack of hurricanes in the Gulf right now. And this is one reason why we recommended our clients to take some profits in UNG and Boyle over the last couple months early on this week. What's going to happen this winter? Will La Nina come back? Could be a huge impact on the winter weather in the weeks and months ahead. How about climate change? I believe it, folks. No, it's not cyclical. We have a code red right now. Boy, oh boy. Is it cyclical? No, when you have droughts in Canada and the Western United States at the same time, and Greek monuments falling from forest fires and flooding in Europe. Has this ever happened before? Not all at the same time, folks. So if you don't believe in climate change, you better get on the bandwagon right now, as it's certainly a major factor, in my opinion, and it's affecting a lot of global markets, including the Amazon and the dry weather you see over the sugarcane areas and also parts of Brazil. This will be a key factor the next few months in sugar and coffee, the deforestation and return of La Nina causing brush fires and all sorts of problems right now. Check this out. This was Minas Gerais, compliments of Judy Gaines, Solve Commodity Analyst. From frost to fires in some parts of Minas Gerais. That's why coffee prices rallied back here over the last few days or so. And how have clients benefited from this? They have caught, hopefully, a lot of this move in coffee. Look at this volatility. We first recommended back in the fall and winter, particularly being long Joe and ETF and coffee option strategies. Took some profits around $1.60. And then look at the recommendations we've had over the last few weeks in this volatility, selling some put options in coffee, buying some call spreads. And I told clients and Weather Wealth to be careful, this buying rumor, selling fact situation in coffee. Don't buy futures ahead of a freeze scare built into the market and prices collapse. But then look at this early on in the week, extra recommended coffee buys for clients on the drought returning to Brazil, and we fill the gap on the charts. Going forward on my bullish coffee, again, we're going to have updates for our clients, La Nina, solar cycles, all this kind of stuff. The first chance I see of rain, I'm going to tell my clients to get out of coffee and go short. Will that happen? You'll have to stay tuned in the weeks and months ahead. One of my best trades, again, was in sugar market, as there's been frost in Brazil, all sorts of concerns with the crops down there. And what about cocoa? Up near resistance right now. Look at this, on stronger demand post-COVID. But the COVID situation's gotten worse, obviously, in Europe. And is it going to rain in West Africa? How will La Nina and other weather cycles affect cocoa production in the weeks and months ahead? Is cocoa a selling opportunity up here? I'll have to stay tuned, and once again, subscribe to my newsletter. We'd love to help you. The stock market's not going to go up forever. There's been just such wild extreme weather around the world right now. This gives you opportunities, unfortunately, at the expense of lots of people suffering from climate change and floods and hurricanes and droughts. This gives you opportunities to benefit in some of these markets with option, futures, and ETF strategies in the weeks and months ahead. We hope you join us. Thank you very much, and have a very great weekend. And again, you can always go to my website and find out more about my newsletter. Thank you.